I've managed over 30,000 ads in my career after working for 11 years with a number of different brands, bread and butter pickleball, all the way to Match.com. And I can tell you this, in 2025, the best performing ads don't feel like ads. They feel like native content, story-driven, built for thumb-stopping attention, and more importantly, conversation. But you probably already know that. So why are you still having trouble finding winners? Well, in this video, I will show you exactly what is working right now across our 7- and 8-figure clients and how you can use these exact elements today to get real results for tomorrow. Let's hop into it. Hey guys, my name is Chris Morano, founder of Blue Water Marketing, and today I'm diving into ad accounts, Atria, results, and systems. Because at the end of the day, systems is what matters. And I want to focus on that because so many of you, I speak with so many founders every single week, it's almost apparent that everyone is throwing a bunch of stuff against the wall instead of having a system of testing. So let's get into it. All right, so everyone's screaming creative is key in 2025, and it is true. And I'm not negating that fact. It is very important. So what I wanted to do, I put together this board in Atria to show you guys large brands with ads that have been running for various timeframes to establish why something is working, at least a hypothesis. So brand I've never heard of, if you're a woman watching this, maybe Laura Mercier is important, but they're going with trust building right off the bat. Number one setting, powder brand. Okay, beautiful, one sold every 20 seconds. So we're building trust. Next one, trust. 5-star review, I don't hide behind makeup and I get more compliments. Over here, we have a video, an unboxing or packing style to show what is happening and how easy it is to use this suitcase, which looks like almost every other suitcase, not sure the benefit here. But again, going back to what I just said a minute ago, native content that feels like it's a story or a organic post. Here's another one.
If you tend to overpack your luggage, then I've got the best little travel hack for you.
If you tend to overpack your luggage, which is the hook, I have a simple hack for you. This is something, a script you would most likely see on TikTok now being translated into ad format. We have over here, get in, get out, get gone. Very straightforward, shows all of the benefits of the product. If we keep going, we have back in stock, so an announcement ad. You found the perfect tote bag for your travels. Again, more of that organic content style. If we keep going down, offer here, $100 in bonus items. Over here, we have a quick benefit driven. Here are the unique benefits around this product. Same here. Let's go here.
Want to embark on a journey of copy from around the world?
This is a story type UGC ad. So what you guys are clearly starting to see is it is key to understand what is the story and how are we positioning. So for video, I highly recommend the key is to make it feel as natural and organic as possible, as if you were scrolling through your TikTok feed and finding new organic TikToks. That is going to be key. For statics, we love testing statics. I will show you most of these ads that you are seeing in here are going to be statics because what we're doing is we are testing statics, we are testing hooks, we are testing everything to establish first before we go into the creative and scripting process. We want to test all of these ads with hooks, which is exactly what we're doing here. Number one, most viral shade. Perfect. If this ad converts and is running now for almost 2 months, which tells me it converts, it can be easily replicated now into a script. I found the number one most viral shade. Surreal supercharged shimmer with unique duo pearl pigments, which is most likely a unique mechanism that this company created. So the key is to understand what your product is, how you sell it, and what those unique mechanisms are. You incorporate that into a static hook like that one I just showed you. You have the ability to test hundreds of ads relatively quickly, which I've shown before in this video, where you can find hooks, rewrite them to be scripts for UGC content, and more than likely those scripts will perform based on already being validated by your statics. Now, what I want to get into next is the system to make sure that your ads are performing to the level that you need them to without any guesswork. Let's hop into that. Now, if you guys have followed me for a while, you've seen this document. If not, this is what we call our growth map. This is where literally on a daily basis, we are tracking spend versus revenue versus new customer revenue to establish MER, AMER, and customer acquisition, followed by our contribution margin that we are generating for our clients. So the key to this is you can have amazing creative, but if your customer acquisition cost is exceeding your break even, then you are still losing money on every single ad. And this is where the key to all of this is. So as you guys can see, we've had Shopify revenue for this brand since January of 2024, 137, 110, 118, 117, etc., etc., etc. They brought us on around Q2. So this 106 area, 113, 127, 156, month to date, we're at 165. We start here with the break-even average order value, the COGS that go into it. So we're at 67% gross margin, which means we need a cost per acquisition, new customer acquisition of $37 just to break even. Now you can see CAC, was on average $24, $25, $26. No big deal. We are still at that $24, $25, $26. Yesterday was a great day. Last couple of days were rather challenging, but what we do is we optimize based on that. So you can see we actually did cut spend on the 24th from 3,200 down to 2,700, and our CAC dropped by $11. So these are the things that as an agency, we have a system around what we're doing here to ensure that financial clarity is key. So you'll see historically, they have really never been able to break past that $40,000, $43,000 profitably, because if we start going over, we're never able to increase budgets. And you can see historically their contribution margin 33, 24, 23, 28. This is their gross profit essentially after ad spend, COGS, shipping, agency fees, all these things have been removed. What you're seeing now is efficiency has continued to increase, where in the last 2 months, there was a total of $89,000 generated. And we're not even through August yet. This is just month to date. So we are looking at having their best month ever in terms of revenue at 165 month to date. You can see there's never been a better month since we've tracked. The actual best month ever was 183,000, and we are now pacing to exceed that number. And the customer acquisition cost is staying $11 under their break even, which is every single new customer coming through based on their LTV is going to be profit contributing to the bottom line of this business. These are critical. So understanding creative, how to explain and convey the benefits to a very unique persona is so important. Test with statics first. Next is understanding the financial clarity behind e-commerce and the economics of your specific business. I want to show you another brand to ensure that you guys are understanding how much it costs you to get a product delivered to a customer from when you order from the manufacturer all the way to shipped to a new customer. How much money that costs you, you will have clarity to understand how to effectively manage your ads. Now, from an ads setup perspective, although many people do not believe that structure is important, I do believe it is extremely important. And I also believe that every account is slightly different. So although we do have our very strict rules or system around what campaigns we structure and which ones we use, we do then have a few other campaigns that we'll put within the ecosystem or the sandbox that our media buyers are allowed to necessarily play in. So you'll see in this, we actually have 6 campaigns running right now. Over time, if we go to May of this year, you can see that there are still 6 campaigns. So the key is, when we're doing these, is that nothing really changes from a campaign perspective. We want to make sure that we are being diligent in how we're setting things up, what we're running. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top of the funnel catalog. bottom of the funnel campaign, evergreen campaign, testing campaign, and then a product drop campaign. This is as easy as it gets from a structure perspective so that we understand exactly what's happening and what levers to pull. Within those, we have a number of different ad sets. So within the last 30 days or month to date, so August 1st to August 26th on the date of this recording, during this time frame, we have had 22 active ad sets. So we are testing all the time, and you can see that their fluctuation varies, but the key is to understanding what is driving efficiency at volume. So if we go into the ads and we set this to had delivery during this time frame, month to date, and we sort by spend, you can see that we are driving volume at these higher spend levels. So this one ad, which is now off, which is fine because it started to fatigue, drove 102 purchases, spent $3,500. There we have other accounts that have even higher spend across some of these ads. This ad right here, $41 cost per purchase, $2,400 spent, 60 purchases, 76 purchases at an amazing efficiency, but unfortunately this sold out. You guys can see the cost per results vary, but the key is to understand what that target is. So this one just launched. These are all off because their spend was too high. And after auditing hundreds of accounts, I have seen accounts that have ads that have spent almost $500,000 in overspend just purely based on efficiency. So if you know that second part and understanding the unit economics, you quickly know when to turn ads off. And that is the system that continues to drive results for our clients. I really hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, check out this video where I have an hour and 15-minute training on exactly how to implement this system into your business.